Hey guys, on today's show, we are giving away a $100 gift certificate to House of Comedy in Phoenix, and we have a special guest on today's show, so stick around. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining our live stream today. I'm Serena with Key 360 Media and Arizona Key Travel Magazine. And I see a couple of you are here with me already. Artie, hey, thank you for joining us. And Edward, thank you so much for being here. I want to tell you, just like I said in the beginning, we are giving away to one of our live viewers today this $100 gift card to House of Comedy in Phoenix. And not only do you get to go in and see the funny show, right? But it's also good for like drinks and some food in there. So that should be a lot of fun. And we're going to do that at the end of the show. So stick with us. So look, the first thing I'm going to tell you about is what we're doing and why we're doing it. We have this monthly statewide travel guide, Arizona Key Travel Magazine, and it covers things to do all over the state of Arizona, events, great places to go visit, all kinds of attractions, and if we have a special deal, absolutely, we will share that with you as well. And we do a monthly giveaway. So this month's giveaway is a pink Jeep adventure tour, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit more about that really in just a few minutes. But the one thing I wanted to show you, and we'll throw up a picture of our cover, but if you take a look at this, and by the way, you can check this out at our website. We have a digital edition always up, and that's www.arizonakey.com. And on the cover, you can see they are river rafting on the Colorado River, and that's the Hualapai Indian Tribes River Runners, and that is something that you can do at Grand Canyon West. Now, a lot of people, when they come into the state of Arizona, they want to visit the Grand Canyon, of course. Hey, Dottie. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Valerie. Thank you for joining us. So anyway, we have a feature story in our magazine. Again, you can check that out digitally, and we talk about all the great things you can do at Grand Canyon West, which is kind of between Vegas and Phoenix. So if you're going to be heading that direction, this is a really cool option because, like the different things that you can do, like the river running, you can also do zip lining there. They're the place out in Peach Springs, Arizona, that has that horseshoe-shaped glass bridge where you can actually walk out past the rim of the Grand Canyon, which is a really cool vantage point to have. They also have aerial tours. They have cabins there at the Hualapai Ranch, and you can even look at like Native American dwellings. You can go horseback riding. Just a ton of great stuff. So check out that article in our magazine. All right. Let's see. Daniel, thank you for joining us. And Chantrice, I hope I pronounced that right. Hey, thank you so much for checking in with us and just for commenting. Like I said, you have a shot at winning that $100 gift card to House of Comedy. So I hope you win that. All right. So next up, our special guest. So recently I had the pleasure of taking what's called like a concierge fam trip. And this is where we take a group of concierge from Arizona and we bring them around to different places so they can experience firsthand some of the attractions and adventures and different places that they can then recommend to their guests, the tourists that are coming into Arizona. So if you ever wondered, like, how do these concierge know about the best restaurants and the best places to go? That's how they know is we take them, and they have other opportunities too, but to get to try things out firsthand. And when we did our fan trip this year, we invited Chelsea Pearl to come with us. And she is a social media influencer out of the San Francisco area. And she does travel, lifestyle, and fashion, blogging and vlogging. So we thought it would be fun to have her come along with us and experiencing some great things to do in Arizona. So, hey, Chelsea, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Serena. Thank you so much for having me. We had such a blast last week.
Yeah, and I know you have been to Arizona before, but what would you say was different about this trip?
This trip was different because I was around like-minded individuals. The concierge actually have a job that's very similar to mine, recommending things that we honestly, truly believe in, that we think that our guests or our followers will really enjoy. And it was different because we got to see a new side of Arizona. I had never been to Sedona before, but I've been to Arizona 3 times in the past year. That's how much I love the state.
Well, it's a nice trip from California, right? It's, it's not too far. And there are just some unique things about our state, I have to say. And Sedona is definitely one of those things, because if you have never been to Sedona, just the red rocks, they're really majestic. It's just so cool. It's kind of indescribable. But what was one of your highlights from this trip?
I would have to say, well, I know we're going to talk about Pink Jeep Tour, but honestly and truly, I had such a fun experience. We really got that rugged off-road experience without having to hike up a mountain.
Yeah, definitely. It was actually good because there wasn't a whole lot of, but you did get out of the Jeep and explore, but you weren't like, oh my gosh, I have to hike all day to see this. And take a look, Jeff, pull up that one post of Chelsea's, because I think this is just a gorgeous post. It really shows just the expansive beauty. And that's an awesome shot, Chelsea. That's one of the things that I really admire about your posts. They're always just really artistic, I thought. I love that one of you in the bathtub at Sedona Rouge, because that really shows. That's a gorgeous bathtub, by the way.
You have to take advantage of it if you stay there. I know we got a property tour, and then when we checked in, I was delighted to find that epic bathtub was in our room. I was like, that's going to be a great Instagram shot. Because after you're out in the sunshine all day, probably a little dehydrated, it's great to have a nice desert oasis, for lack of a better word, to go back to your room, unwind, and I know I had a lot of red rock dust all over me that day, so that bath was well deserved.
Oh, absolutely. Look at that bathtub. Oh my gosh. Man, I need a bathtub like that in my house, I think. Just gorgeous. And we got to eat at a lot of great places too. And I bet you're out and about so much traveling. You've, I'm sure, eaten in some of the best restaurants all over the place. But what were some of your top picks from this trip?
Oh man, so many great gems. Especially at Sedona Rouge, it was very unexpected. The restaurant Reds that is there were so good. We went there for breakfast, I think twice, 2 days in a row. It was that good, and truly something for everybody. But everything, also they had a regional flair, so you can get chilaquiles with chorizo and really kind of get that southwestern menu. But then they had things like a lox and bagel, like smoked salmon plate, if you're feeling that. They just had so much great food, and the service was amazing as well. I also really enjoyed our lunch at Soundbites Grill in Sedona, because they had the craziest menu ever, and they really brought in kind of an international flair. So you get everything from fish tacos to all kinds of stuff, and crazy portion size too.
Yes, they did. And everything was really delicious. And they also had just a killer view, because we were seated on that patio. So that in itself is worth going there. But the food is really excellent, and they have that musical theme. So I had a burger, which was absolutely awesome. And I can't remember if it was like the BB King, or I can't remember the name of it, but it was the name of a famous musician. So they have that fun little theme, and they have like guitars. I think on the menu is like a $35,000 guitar. So you can get like music memorabilia there too. So that was a cool experience. So Chelsea, is there anything else that you wanted to share this time around?
Just one more thing to add to the Pink Jeep tour experience. I really, really enjoyed it because it was not only, the cultural and pop culture history of Sedona and learning about Broken Arrow, which was the specific tour that we went on. They have different routes that you can choose from, but Broken Arrow was their most popular, tour that's in most high demand. We also learned about like the geological history and significance of Sedona. We learned about the different layers of the red rock, which you can see, and just being there makes you appreciate, how special this place is and that it's been preserved this way for so long.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And I've gone on a couple of Pink Jeep tours, and every single time my guide has been really knowledgeable, and I've learned something different, whether it's about, like you said, like about geology, or even like the plant life and like the animals and stuff that are in the desert as well. They know a lot, and so you're going to get a fun and educational time as well. So thank you so much, Chelsea. It was really awesome having you on our trip. It was really awesome talking with you today. And we are going to post down below how people can follow you. So great seeing you, Chelsea. We'll talk again soon.
Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, so guys, let me tell you a little bit more about that Pink Jeep tour, because we are doing that as a monthly giveaway this month. So you have an opportunity to win that Broken Arrow or whatever Pink Jeep tour it's going to be. Actually, I don't know exactly the specific tour it's going to be, but any of those tours are great. They have a bunch of different ones for all different kinds of adventure level, I guess I'll say, because some of them are a little bit more rugged than others. But anyway, let's roll the video that we have, just some footage that we took from one of the times that we came up and did a Pink Jeep tour. And before we do that, I see that I have some comments here, and I know that someone was telling me that, oh yeah, Artie says he definitely wants to experience the Pink Jeep tour, and someone else was saying that it's on their bucket list. So absolutely, I want to give you guys this opportunity to win, and it's really easy to enter. We will put in a link so that you can enter that giveaway. We're gonna choose at the end of this month, and then the beginning of next month in our live stream we will announce the winner. So do we have that video that we can roll for Pink Jeep so everybody could get a little flavor of that? Okay, so that is super cool. It's especially cool just to see it in slow motion as it comes down. It's pretty neat. So I hope you guys get a chance to win that. Check back. We will definitely put that link to enter that monthly giveaway for you. All right, let me give you a couple of things to do, and then we will get to choosing our winner on today's show for the $100 gift card. Okay, cool. So one of the things I wanted to tell you about is out in the East Valley, some things you can do now that it's heating up, some good things you can do to kind of stay out of the heat a little bit. Out at Butterfly Wonderland, they are presenting glass in the garden. And what it is, if you don't know about Butterfly Wonderland, that is out there at the Talking Stick Entertainment District. And it's part of Odysea in the Desert, which has a number of attractions. I'll tell you about a couple of them today. But Butterfly Wonderland is like a rainforest butterfly conservatory that has like 3,000 butterflies flying around. And now for the summer, they have this special exhibit where they have these floral and foliage glass art pieces, and you can kind of see it in that image there, but those are displayed throughout as well, so you kind of get a little art bonus in there with your Butterfly Wonderland admission, and that's going on through this month, so check that one out. Also at Odysea in the Desert, recently opened, is Bodies Revealed. And take a look at this picture. This is super interesting. They're actual bodies. So they are very meticulously dissected and preserved, and some, cross sections and different ways without the skin, so you can really see parts of the body. Wow, fascinating and educational for sure. So that's something you definitely want to check out while it's here, because it's a limited exhibit, but I know it's going to be here for the next couple months at least. So check that one out. And finally, also at Odysea in the Desert is the Odysea Aquarium. And they were actually voted #1 kids and indoor entertainment, and they recently received a TripAdvisor Certificate of Excellence. So it's pretty cool, but I wanted to tell you about a deal that they have going on. So let's see, every evening except Sunday, after 5 p.m., you can get into the aquarium for just $25. And if you're going on a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, you also get back $10 in Odysea cash, and you can use that at any of the restaurants and shops that they have out there. So that's a pretty good deal. So, as we know, out here in Arizona, one of our beat the heat techniques is to go out in the evenings or in the early mornings when the sun isn't so super hot. So that's one thing you could do. You could go to Odysea in the evening. So check that one out. Let me see. Let me read a couple more comments. All right. Hey, Valerie, Edward, Elliot, and Artie. Oh, Artie says it's really the nicest aquarium, and it is a great deal. I totally agree, because I like when they do those promotions where you get cash back for after you pay your admission, because it's almost like, man, I only spent $15 on that ticket now. So that's pretty cool. All right. So let me tell you about another evening event going on, and that is up at Bearizona in Williams. They are doing Bearizona After Dark, and this is an adults only event, so just for you and a date or some friends or whatever. But for $60 per person, you will have a couple drinks. They'll do the VIP Jaguar training show for you. You'll be in their Canyonlands restaurant, which, if you haven't been there in a while, it's been redone pretty cool. So it's kind of like you're inside a cave. It really has some cool atmosphere there. So they do that. They'll also do some hands-on with some animals. So that's kind of neat. And it's appetizers and 2 drinks for your $60. Oh, and then they do a flashlight tour. So that's just kind of neat and different. You might want to check that one out. And that's again at Arizona in Williams, which is already a little bit cooler. So there you go. Also up north, Prescott. So June 28th to July 4th, they are doing their world's oldest rodeo and their Prescott Frontier Days, and that's at the Prescott Rodeo Grounds. So this is a famous one. It is been going on since 1888, if you can believe that. That's the world's oldest rodeo. Very unique to Arizona. If you are visiting from out of town, that is definitely one to check out because it's authentic rodeo fun. And hey, if you're in Arizona, you got to see a rodeo, don't you? All right, so check that one out. It's definitely a big event for Prescott, so you will probably want to go onto their website, which is www.worldsoldestrodeo.com, because they'll have things to know before you go, like what you can bring and what you can't, that kind of stuff. So check that out. All right. Also, I want to tell you, because guess what's coming up? 4th of July, right? So are you guys making some 4th of July plans? Let me know if you already know your plans in the comments. But we have a 4th of July event guide, a celebration guide, things that are happening all over the state of Arizona, and we will post a link to that here so you can check that out. But there's all kinds of things going on in every corner of Arizona, so we wanted to let you know about that. But let me know. Yeah, Artie says happy birthday, America. Absolutely. Let me know what your plans are for the 4th, and check out some of our suggestions. We'll have that link for you. Okay, I think we're there now. We are ready. Scarlett is here. Awesome. Oh, Scarlett is talking about the 4th of July at the Peoria Sports Complex. Absolutely. There's some really good fireworks displays and different celebrations that are going on. So, hey, post your recommendation there. All right, now we get to give away this, our $100 gift card to House of Comedy. And like I said, it's like a card, and not only do you get to go to the comedy show, but you can use it for drinks at the bar and some food as well. So it should be a really fun evening in Phoenix. And I am going to have my producer, because I want it to be fair, I'm going to have him tell me who the winner is. So he's going to let me know in my ear who the winner is. But in the meantime, I just want to remind you, this is our magazine. It comes out monthly. You can see it online in our digital edition at our website, www.arizonakey.com. Or if you're coming in from out of town, pick it up at the airport, ask your concierge for it at your hotel, or stop into a visitor center and pick it up as well. We definitely try to have some good articles in there for you, give you a flavor of Arizona, and definitely tell you what's going on. All right. Okay. I'm getting the message here. We are going to put up on the screen who our winner is. Drum roll. All right. Cool. So what does that say? Artie. Cool, Artie. Thank you, Artie. Thank you for coming. Thank you for commenting. Just PM the page and with your address, and we will get this sent out to you. Hey guys, we like to do a lot of different giveaways, so join us. We are here every Thursday at 11 talking about great things to do in the state of Arizona. And don't forget to enter that Pink Jeep Tour giveaway. Thanks so much for joining us. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you next Thursday at 11.